Hey YouTubers, '02 Ford Taurus, dual overhead cam motor. Didn't see a whole lot online on this. I'm doing the right rear motor mount. Looked on all data, it wanted me to put the engine support in, take the cowl out, put the engine support in and support the rear of the motor. I'm gonna try without that and just getting started on it right now. There's the motor mount. There you can see I got it lifted up right now. Took the bolt off the bottom, or the nut off the bottom, and just put a floor jack underneath the trans pan very lightly, lifted it up, and I think we'll be good. Get the car all supported, wheel off. There's a little dust cover in there to take off to give a little bit more room. I'll see how it goes. One major thing first, disconnect the negative battery cable. Going to be working right back there by the alternator. And so far it's looking like a 13/16 took off the bottom nut, deep socket, and 15 millimeter on the bolt going through the motor mount. I kind of had to use a Miracle 15 millimeter wrench on the nut on the other side, but I'm going to try using a 3/8 impact to get that off of there. Little correction there. It was a 13/16 shallow socket to get to that nut on there with a wobbly extension is what I used. And coming out with that the through bolt on that, it was 15 millimeter, but I don't know if you can see that back there. It's threaded in the mount itself. It's got threads in it, so I had a 15 millimeter wrench back there loosening that. So it's going to be a little tricky tightening that 15 millimeter nut back there once I get it all put back together. Just a little tight leaving that cowl in. Taking that cowl out, there it gets rid of, or makes a lot of room for you. But I was able to do it. I'll see how it goes going back together, and I'll let you know. I don't know if I showed you, I used a very powerful 3/8 snap-on air ratchet to get that loose. An impact will probably do it if you can fit it in there, but that worked out good for me. And I'm going back together with it. Like I say, the tricky part's going to be tightening that nut on the back side. I might just get that tight with my air ratchet and go back in there and try to get a good turn on that, getting that nut tight on the back there. It should be good to go. I put a little anti-seize on that mount so it would slide up in there, and use the jack on the transmission to raise it up a little ways so I could get it out of there. But other than that, I think we're looking good. Did it without removing the cowl. And if you guys see my ripped boot in there on my rack and pinion, that's from the alignment guy. I did a rack and pinion on this, and he didn't loosen these clamps up when he was spinning it to adjust that. Didn't take that clamp off of here, so if you ever take your car in for an alignment, be sure and take those clamps off for him, because he's going to rip your boots when he starts turning that tie rod in to adjust it. And there's the bar I was going to use going across. I got out of using that engine support bar, which I've had to use that before in one of my other videos, doing the exhaust manifold on the back. You really need it for that. Alright, good luck, guys. Take care. I reused the 13/16 nut that was on the bottom of the old motor mount. That was easier to get up in there. And yeah, hit it with impact. And the nut that was on the back of there, you can see the wrench down in there. That's how I was able to tighten it really tight. Might have been nicer with that cowl off, because it really fought me going back in. That was a good brand motor mount. That worked out. I was blaming it, but it was just me fighting it going back in. It was a bear. And the bad thing without taking the cowl off is I broke a evap hose back there. It was pretty brittle, but very tight back there and easy to break stuff. So I gotta run get a piece of vacuum line since I broke that. Bottom line, it might have been worth taking the cowl off, but didn't need to support the engine. No damage to the transmission pan. Looks good. I'm happy doing it that way. It's a lot of work hooking up that engine support bracket. Good luck, guys.